In the previous lesson, we outlined a series of critical issues with competing platforms. Now we will analyze them one by one, starting with the priorities that, for us, absolutely had to be fixed and that represent the main reason we decided to build BookVillage from scratch. Behind BookVillage are people who studied economics and statistics, senior developers, and above all, publishers who fully understand the needs and challenges of other publishers and independent authors. Promoting your book, the ability to obtain genuine reviews that also comply with Amazon rules, is so central to a publisher's survival that it can determine the success or failure of an entire publishing project. We have no hesitation in promising that BookVillage was built to last for years and to offer you a professional, serious, and definitive tool. Here are the main problems other platforms have failed to solve and that we set out to eliminate. First, Amazon is clear. Any reward that resembles a credit can be interpreted as an incentive. If you receive coins for every review you post, it is easy to see how, in Amazon's eyes, that review might not be considered entirely authentic. There is more. On many platforms, the number of coins you earn also depends on the length of the book you choose to read. This means your choice is no longer guided by genuine interest in the content, but by the virtual economic benefit you can gain. By definition, the review that follows can no longer be considered fully spontaneous or uninfluenced, and this automatically makes it more fragile in the eyes of those who evaluate the genuineness of reader behavior. We should not kid ourselves. And we should not tell ourselves, out of wishful thinking, that this is not a big problem. The only serious approach is to adopt the most objective evaluation criteria possible. And anyone working with platforms like Amazon knows how essential it is to take every precaution available. Second, the spread of fake reviewers. Freelance marketplaces easily sell accounts and services that generate fake or automated reviews. Without strict moderation, these profiles infiltrate the networks of this platform and poison the system. The problem is that these accounts post an enormous number of reviews in a very short period of time, almost always unverified, and move from one client to another using the same reviewer profile. This puts the entire system at risk, and it's no coincidence that at least the 20% of the reviews received on other platforms are often deleted within just a few days. The reason is simple. Those reviewer profiles get banned by Amazon, and when that happens, every review they ever published disappears with them. This not only reduces the actual number of valid reviews users receive, but also exposes their KDP accounts to potentially serious risk. Let's not forget what happened about 3 years ago, when the massive use of fake reviews from so-called virtual assistants flooded the market. In a single night, Amazon banned thousands upon thousands of KDP accounts for review manipulation. We are not trying to create unnecessary alarm. This is simply about making you aware of a series of hidden risks that you absolutely must avoid. Risks that, we are certain, no one has ever chosen to discuss openly, despite how real and increasingly widespread they've become. Third, the mathematical structure of their coin-based model is destined to fail. In a balanced system, every review posted should correspond to a review received. This platform, in an attempt to motivate users, often reward more coins for each review written than what's required to receive one. Over time, this creates a bubble of virtual credits that grows week after week. At first, no one notices because the system seems to work. Users accumulate coins, see their balances increase, and believe they are building up purchasing power within the platform. It's a mechanism very similar to an economic bubble. It keeps expanding as long as new users keep joining and hoarding coins in their digital piggy banks. But eventually, just like what happened in 2025 with what was then the most well-known platform, the system collapses. Thousands of users are left with piles of useless coins and no way to receive the reviews they were promised. The result? Time and energy wasted reading and reviewing other authors' books enthusiastically in exchange for nothing. And many other platforms share exactly the same structural flaws. Some try to hide them, others don't even bother. Fourth, they are selling coins for cash. This is the point where, in our view, most platforms clearly cross the line. Some platforms offer so-called premium or advanced plans that include extra coin packages in exchange for real money. But think about what this means in practical terms. It means that a user can pay to get more coins, and those coins are then used to receive more reviews. In other words, those who pay receive more reviews, regardless of their actual contribution to the system. Amazon, for example, which has been actively fighting every form of financial incentivization for years, could easily classify this behavior as a paid review pattern, meaning purchase review. We believe that taking such risks is absolutely unacceptable, as the potential repercussion will be far too severe. We have nothing personal against those who created or work for other platforms. Our goal isn't to criticize, but to offer you our perspective, one based on years of direct experience and an objective analysis of real risks. We simply wanted to highlight why, in our view, and as the facts clearly show, there are serious structural problems that continue to make the services appear risky to many publishers and independent authors. All this reason drove us to create BookVillage, with an obsessive attention to every single detail. We didn't just fix the flaws of those models at their core. We introduced real innovations and improvements that make our system the most advanced, secure, and long-term sustainable solution on the market. In the next lesson, we'll talk exactly about that. We'll show you the innovative aspects of BookVillage and how every choice, every algorithm, and every technical detail has been carefully designed to protect you. Then we'll finally move on the practical parts, exploring together how to use all the platform's features effectively.